This old guy DIY video has to do with finding and hopefully fixing a leak in a kayak pool. So this hot chick I know has a pool she likes to spend time in the summertime, and she asked me to stop over and take a look at it because the water should be up to that outlet spigot over there as it was last year, and this year the water level dropped down all the way to the seam between the patterned piece on the bottom and the kind of blue side. So the fact that it stopped at the seam tells me the leak is at the seam, so it may be time for a new liner. But I'm going to put on a pair of waders and walk in here and just take my hand right along the edge of the seam and see if I can find where it's cut or failed. After finding what I believe to be the leaks in a friend's pool, I called the local pool guy and asked what it would cost to replace a liner in a kayak pool. He said $1,500 for the liner, $15 for install, so you're looking at $3 grand. So I asked her if it was worth $3 grand to her. She said probably not. So I went to Amazon, found a $20 solution where you get these patches and some glue, and I cut the pieces pretty big. And when I went in the pool, I found two spots in the corner of the deep end where there's a little step where kids can stand and basically have their head out of the water. And there are two little spots there that are about 1.5 inches in diameter, and it looks just like a dog's butthole. So I don't know if there was metal there that fell through or if it's sand beneath it, but anyway, there's something that just looks like a little hole like that. So the vinyl liner is sucked down into it. And what I intend to do is I cut these two patches out of heavy plastic, and I'm going to lay the patch on there first, and then I'm going to put this thing right over the top. So there will be a patch like this in each corner of the pool. Because my thought was, if I only use the vinyl patch, that's just going to get sucked right down in there. But by putting this thing over the top, I should have enough surface area around it that it can't cave in. So that's my great plan. I'm about to go out there, put some waders on, and give it a shot. I have my waders on. It's about 50 degrees today, and I've wiped off the area down there where I'm going to put the patch. And I took a sandbag that I use for shooting, and I threw it in the water just to get the air out of it. And after I put that patch in, then I'm going to put the sandbag on top, since the contour in the corner doesn't accommodate a dumbbell very well. But I'll put my little patch on, we'll see how it goes. Now my idea to use the plastic spacer did not work. I got this thing down there and tried to put it in for support. And when I was trying to put the patch on top, that patch was sliding all over. So I bailed on this method. And I do have patches in the corners now. You can see the sandbag on top of that one. There's one on the other side also with a sandbag on top of it. And in the course of the winter, this corner pulled out. It's about 50 degrees today. I tried to put it back in place, but there's absolutely no give in that liner. So on a sunny day, I might be able to help her get this liner back in place. The glue is certainly very adhesive, as they say. I folded that thing into a taco with the glue on the inside so it's not subjected to the water till it gets down there where you want to do the job. I stuck it on, and we'll see if it does any good. It was a $20 solution potentially, as opposed to a $3,000 solution. We'll see if it buys her another year.